Hello everyone and welcome to Train Sim 5 once again, and today we're going to be picking up our SB312 train that we ended up stopping halfway through, and today we're going to pick it up and bring it down to San Bernardino today. San Bernardino downtown. Currently looks like it's 12:29 in game time, but let's go ahead and hop in and let's finish this timetable scenario. Alright, let's get started here. So let's go ahead and unlock the doors. We'll put the reverser in. I believe we have to do the generator field and all that stuff as well, which I think that's right here. Okay, so all that's actually good. Let's go ahead and sit in the engineer seat. It says to wait till 12:30. We'll open the window. You get set to passenger because I know that needs to get done. PTC screen is nothing for us at the moment. Headlights go to dim. We don't need the heater. It's like 50 degrees outside. I will do front number board lights. Step and platform lights we don't really need. HEP is train lined. There we go. Let's go ahead and lock the doors. I think I turned the HEP on. I don't know. Alright, here we are, highballing Pomona. Oh, man. You know, I was saying yesterday in my ATS video, I woke up with a sore throat. Today, I woke up with a scratchy throat, and it's very annoying. It is. And I also woke up with a toothache. And that's also very annoying. I get this toothache like every winter time, and I go to the dentist, and they have no idea what's going on. They say, oh, there's nothing wrong. And it's just like, well, then why do I have a toothache? But nonetheless, it's annoying. I get it every winter. I'm used to it. Usually happens around this time when it starts getting cooler. And here in Illinois, it is starting to become fall time. So I was kind of already prepared for it. So we got 2 miles till Claremont. We don't want to miss any stations like we did in the previous video. So I've got a construction site to our right over here. Here we are leaving Pomona. I think this is Pomona. Oh, we got that vector light bar on that highway patrol. That is cool. That was awesome. Got another construction site. Looks like a pipeline being built over here. There it is again, that vector. California Highway Patrol. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday today so far. I know it's Sunday. We go back to work, back to school for a lot of us tomorrow, actually. I'm one of them. And, man, I got to tell you, though, I'm tired. I don't understand who came up with the work 5 days and you're off for 2 days, but something's got to change. I'm going for 4 and 3. Because the whole 5 and 2, well, sometimes we even work 6 days a week. We even work weekends sometimes. So it's basically 6 and 1. At my job. And I don't know, it's with wintertime coming up, I'm hoping it starts to slow down because we're still working 6 days a week for the most part, and we're all burnt out, we're all worn out, and we none of us want to work anymore. We've had a few people quit last couple within like the last 2 weeks. I think we've had like 5 people quit because of new policies and new micromanagement policies that my company is putting into place. And at the moment, I have a feeling that by the end of pretty much December, nobody that's at my company right now and my crew is going to be around anymore. It's crazy to think, but that's what happens when you start micromanaging. We got 0.9 to go. It's a nice house. I like that house. That brick house. Oh, look at that. Oh, those are apartments. Those have to be apartments. Clear. All right, so we got 0.6. Don't think we're going to get there in time, but there's hope. There is hope. So I think that said no whistle post. But, so I did see, so it's 2 whistle posts. So I did see that the MBTA route, the newer one, not the one that's currently released, there's a new one coming out, could possibly be released this month, I think it said. It's either this month or next month. So we have that to look forward to as well. I believe it said it was next month. I could be wrong, though. I don't see anybody getting on. This could be a no one's home highball situation. Nobody's here. Oh, there's people sitting. Well, I guarantee you if they're sitting, they're not catching the train. Hey, we're only like 22 seconds late, so I guess that counts for something, right? All right, here we are at Claremont. So we have to depart at 30, or do we arrive at 30? I think we depart at 30. Lock them doors. All right, doors are locked. Let's head to Montclair. Why are we going backwards? Reverser set to forward. Why are we going backwards? Are we on a grade? Oh, we're on a 0.5% downgrade. There we go. We don't want to exceed customer safety levels. Oh, that's cool. They actually sit down in the game. That's awesome. I thought they just come seated. Oh, here's all the people. Got 1.1 mile till we get to Montclair Track 2. Our headlights are bright, right? Yeah, we did put them as bright. But, yeah, I'm hoping that MBTA comes out this month. But we've got Call of Duty coming out this month, towards the end of the month. Call of Duty Black Ops 6. We've got Farming Simulator coming out next month. Obviously, that MBTA coming out. And then I'm betting in December there's going to be another state for ATS. I'm not sure. I'm betting, since they've got Missouri, Iowa, and Louisiana in the works now, I'm going to just assume that there's going to be a state coming out between December and January. Don't quote me on it, though. And then we've also got Microsoft Flight Sim 24, which I believe is either coming out soon or already out. So very busy for gaming this last quarter of the year. No point in going up to 50 because we've got our station stop coming up. But man, I don't know what I would do without coffee. It's currently 7:30 in the morning on Sunday. And I'm recording this, and I've pretty much been up half the night working on the Steam Next Fest demos. And it's, yeah, that's what I've been doing all weekend. Lauren's been acting at the haunted house, and I told her, I'm like, nope, this weekend is mine. Steam Next Fest ends tomorrow at 10 a.m. over here, I think noon or something like that. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing anything this weekend. This weekend is mine for content creation. And she knows that she can't compete with Next Fest. She knows that she can't. So she just lets me do what I gotta do. So do prepare to see Steam Next Fest games this week. So this one's got passengers. This is what, Montclair? Yeah. I mean, we're kind of running on time. A little bit on time. Put you into neutral, and we'll put you to dim. Look at that. We got our 4-car set, Metrolink 899. We're currently at Montclair. Look at that station. That stuff back there looks really cool, man. That is awesome. I like the little logos Montclair has. All right, let's lock them doors. Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. We're going to go backwards again. Yep, we're going to go backwards. We're still going backwards. Why are we going backwards? We're on a downgrade. There we go. I think we just have to give it full power at the stations now. We're on a downgrade, but yet we need to give it full power. So 2.7 till we get to Upland Station. So some good news coming from, I guess, my life. Like I was saying earlier about people quitting the company that I'm currently working at right now. I actually applied at Amtrak as an assistant conductor last week. It's still under review. I've been kind of checking it every day. And I also applied at YoAdrian, which is a little Class 2 rail company, I believe, out here for a conductor position. So I've been checking those pretty heavily. I'm hoping I can hear back from at least one of them. Hopefully more Amtrak than YoAdrian. But very exciting stuff. Finally managed the courage to finally apply, because I was always in the mindset like, what if I apply? I have to move down to Carbondale, and I have to move, and I don't want to go all the way down there. And now I'm just like, you know what? It's a career. It's a career. If I could start making more money over there, then I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's my dream job. Let's do it. But I'm hoping I hear back from either one of them. Fingers crossed, man. I'm excited. I'm hoping that I could start my dream career on the railroad here soon. Hopefully. Because, I mean, I love playing train simulator games, but if I could do it in real life, that would be just top tier. All right. Then we got 1.7 miles till we hit Upland Station. Please, 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 when you are driving around railroad tracks, make sure that when you cross the tracks and you're stopped at a stop sign that's maybe like maybe 50 foot away from the tracks, please make sure that your rear end of your vehicle is clear of the tracks. I think it was last month we just had a southbound freight train hit a vehicle not too far from me, maybe about 25 minutes or so south of me, because she thought she was stuck behind a line of cars at a stop sign, and we got some stuttering going on. But she was stuck behind a line of cars, and she thought her Dodge Charger was clear of the tracks. Well, it turns out it was not, and the freight train hit her completely destroyed the back of that 2014 Charger, I believe is what it was. But yeah, make sure that when you guys are crossing tracks and you have to come to a stop sign behind a semi or other cars, please make sure that your rear end of your vehicle is clear of the tracks. She thought it was, but apparently it was not. Yeah, alright, we're coming into the station here, start applying the brake. I don't understand the whole stuttering situation, why it's like lagging whenever I apply brakes or something, but it looks like we got an advance approach signal. That for us? Yeah, that's for us. Where's the platform? So it's single track. There's the platform. But crazy thing is, I have seen that Dodge Charger driving around, because where it got hit was where I usually work at my company, like my little work area, and I've seen that Dodge Charger driving recklessly a lot. So I'm not actually surprised that it got hit, but I had a feeling something would be coming for it one day. But just please be aware of your surroundings. If you are crossing the tracks, especially if there is gates, make sure that your car is clear of the gates. If there's no gates, make sure you stop and yield. I know a lot of those private crossings out in like the middle of nowhere, they got yield signs. Please make sure you stop and yield. I had to do that one time, and actually pretty recently I yielded, and next thing you know, there was a train like maybe 1,000 feet to my east. So please make sure you're looking and not just crossing the tracks, because a train will win. A train will win, no matter what. All right. Hey, we're actually on time today. Nice. So we're not doing too bad on time. Lock them doors. Oh, I did not want to take the reverser out. Rancho Cucamonga? I'm not even going to try. I know there's going to be people in the comments being like, bro, you pronounced that very wrong. I'm not even going to try. No passengers down here. Why are we in Notch 8 and struggling to get up to speed? Like, why? We're on a 6% downgrade. There we go. Okay, I was about to say, there was like no power going to the throttle there, to the traction motors. So that's in about 5 miles or so we got a little bit of time. But Amtrak has just released a sad thing to see. It is a P42 DC cab car labeled P42C. That's what it's going to be designated as. So this is AMTK 9700. It is supposedly a P42, kind of like what they did with the F40 locomotives, completely gutted it and put, I think, cement or sand in the fuel tank to give it a little bit of weight and just basically run it as a cab car. Now, due to the P42's design, due to its monocoque design, they could not do that. So I think what I read, and I'm not sure if it's true, that's what I read on Facebook. Obviously, don't believe everything you see online. Is that they removed the isolation, the run, start, stop isolation switch. They ended up removing that so the engine could not be powered. Now, strangely enough, this is previously AMTK 184, which is the OG Phase 4 Heritage unit. And why is it stuttering? Now, if you remember, 164 took over as the Phase 4 Heritage unit, I think last year, maybe the year before. I think it was last year. So it was a pretty fairly recent rebuild for 184. So the decision to choose 184 instead of the different P42s that they have at Beech Grove to run them as a cab car kind of shocked me a little bit, since it was a recent rebuild. Unless it suffered like something like a complete failure or something to the point where it was rendered useless and retired, that would make sense, but I don't think that it did. But yep, it was AMTK 184. It is now a P42C. But the weird thing though, instead of it saying Beech Grove like the rest of the Phase 7 fleet, it says Rensselaer. I'm bad at pronouncing stuff. So I'm wondering if it's going to be used as a cab car on the East Coast for like the Springfield shuttles and all of that, since it does say that, and it was shipped out east on the Lakeshore Limited train. So I think that was an approach diverging. So we're going to be swapping tracks here soon. But yeah, it's crazy to think, when I first started taking Amtrak back in the early 2000s when I was still a little kid, that's all I would see was P42s. P42s, Horizon coaches, and Amfleets, and then the Superliners. And obviously they still probably had some Heritage cars and the Heritage baggage cars, which I grew up on. And it's just crazy to see that the P42s that used to pull my trains now being replaced with the SC44 Chargers, and then the ALC42 Chargers are now becoming cab cars for Amtrak. It's crazy to see. They got the they retired the HHP8s, and now they also have the the AEM7s are retired. And now they also have the HHP8 locomotives, the dual-end electric locomotives, as a cab car as well on the Northeast Corridor. So it's crazy to see that all these locomotives that were, can't say really a part of my childhood, because I've never been out to the East Coast like that before, never actually seen them, are now becoming cab cars for Amtrak, whereas like the Ant Fleet and the Horizon series cars are being retired. It's crazy. And I was saying the same thing about the Chicago Transit Authority, because all like the buses I grew up on, like the flexible Metro E's, and I think it was a B, and the TMC RTS buses, like all those buses I grew up on are now replaced with New Flyers and Novas and all that. Like currently out here in Champaign, they have an entire fleet of nothing but the newest New Flyers. Like there's no other buses. All the old buses were either retired, shipped off somewhere. I think Peoria purchased a few. And yeah, they have New Flyers. Crazy enough, they had like, I think it's the first hydrogen battery bus. It was the first in this entire nation, or the first in the world or something. And they have buses. They've got the 60-foot articulated. They got 40-foot articulated. But it's just crazy that like everything that I grew up with has now been changed and updated, and it's just, I don't like change. I don't like it. I want to go back to the way it was before. Especially with like grocery prices and prices these days of stuff. I definitely want to go back to how it was before. Because there's no way you can live in this economy, especially with the way it's going. It's bad. I used to go grocery shopping, get like some eggs, some milk, bread, the basics and all that. Probably about, maybe $10. Now it's like 20, even more than that probably. It's crazy. No, we're gonna skip out on the station. No, we might not. We might be good. We might be good. No, we're gonna miss it. No, we might be okay. We'll have to unlock the right doors, but nobody get out on like the first 2 cars, because you'll be you won't have a platform. Nobody get out of the first 2 cars. You won't have a platform. Hey, we're about a minute late, but yeah, we will be digging into the scenarios here soon. I still have to showcase the M9 because whenever I did the previous M9 video, I think when it very almost first came out, I forgot to talk about the LIRR route in that video, so I'm going to be kind of making a video about the LIRR route. So we'll have to be dealing with that again and those freaking annoying ass beeps. Yep, we're going to have to deal with those annoying ass beeps again, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, CP Beach. So that's not a station, that is a location. Control Point Beach. Ah, so I see what happens. So if the doors are not locked, the throttle does not work. Okay, I see what happens now. So I have to wait till the doors are shut in order to do anything with the throttle. I got you. Alright, a little foggy out here today for my liking. Looks like we're on another advance approach. But I did see the Norfolk Southern 6963 Go Rail Special Interest Unit SD60E this past week. Could not get a photo of it, unfortunately. It was not in a good spot for me to get a photo, which kind of sucked because I love the SD60Es, and if I could see a specially painted one, especially running long hood forward, I wanted to take a picture of it, but it was not in a good spot for me to take a picture of. So what Norfolk Southern does is they'll come out here on the Champaign. There's like a little district that they go from a little bit west of where we're at, off their Bloomington district, and they come here into Champaign. Well, before they actually cross into Champaign, cross the CN and all that, they actually tie their train down. And the Go Rail unit was actually there the night before, or the day before. It was like that afternoon. They stopped, tied it down and everything, and then they moved it again the next day. I don't know why they do that, unless they just have it there staged and prepared for whenever the grain elevator needs their cars or whatever. I don't know, unless it's an interchange with CN type deal. Again, I don't know. But it was tied down there. I think it was Thursday afternoon is when I first saw it. And there was a little parking lot I guess I could have went into, but it was like a little private parking lot for the water company. And I didn't want to really go in there, and even though I do have a company truck and we do work for them a lot, so I think I was able to, but I didn't want to risk it. But it was just stopped there. It was long hood forward, hauling grain cars, and I went back home, came back to work. It was still there. I'm just like, shoot, I really want to get a photo with this, and I was not able to, unfortunately. I hate that I can't, but you know, that's life. At least I ended up seeing it, so I could cross it off my bucket list. So now we're on a advance approach, or approach diverging, approach medium, whatever BNSF, UP, whatever this freight company has their signals as. But yeah, it happens more often than you think. Usually I don't see SD60Es on it. Usually I see like GP38s or GP40s or 60s, or even like SD42s, or even like a slug set on that. I never actually seen a SD60E going down that way. So it was a nice treat indeed. It was definitely a nice treat to see. Bro, we should have went in emergency. We could have went in emergency, but I was not about to deal with all that. Plus, that car would have not been there whenever we got back. So, all right, 45 diversion clear. Oh, diversion approach limited. Diverging approach limited, it looks like. It's hard to see with the fog, man, especially since I don't even know this route. I know that looks like we're by some waterway right here to our right. And then we got like businesses, like industrial part to our left here. I don't want to go, so it looks like we have another approach. So that's no trespassing signs. They have those like scattered all throughout this this segment. Yes, they do. I thought they were like the whistle post signs, like no whistle post. No, that's milepost. There's another one. Yeah, they got them. So this is not our station stop here, right? We don't stop here. Get off the yellow line, man. Yeah, we don't stop here. Get off the yellow line, everybody. So this is not our station. This must be an Amtrak station. Ah, there's Burlington Northern Santa Fe. And then a black unit. Unmarked. Interesting. So that's an approach. So that is an approach signal. I don't even know what station that was, to be honest with you. So we still got a mile and a half to Control Point Beach. 1.1 mile distance, probably till the next signal. BNSF's got locomotives stored for days out here. So we might want to slow down to 45 because that's technically signal speed for passenger. On an approach signal is 45, freight is 35. But they got some freight cars to our left over here. But I don't know, you guys big PlayStation guys that are watching this, Sony recently announced their PS5 Pro, the 30th anniversary edition, which, may I say, that thing looks absolutely freaking phenomenal. They did an amazing job on that console and that controller, man. I want to pick up one of those. I'm in the market for a PS5. I don't want to get one right away, but I do want to get one definitely before next fall, around this time next year, whenever GTA 6 is slated to be released. But man, that 30th anniversary one looks absolutely phenomenal. It is limited edition. There's only a limited number made. And freaking scalpers, man. Scalpers ended up picking up all of them. No, I don't want to say all of them, but majority of them. I think bro got stuck at the gate, man. He got stuck behind that gate. He's like, oh no. But yeah, man. And I can't really say I hate scalpers. My buddy, anytime he sees a scalper on eBay, like, he'll report them to eBay. But it's just like, you know, as much as you hate them, you can't really, you know, do that, because that is their way of living. It's reselling. That's what they do. That's how they make their living. So I can't be mad at them for making a living. I'm mad because they take all the stuff and then they sell it at an outrageously higher price than what it's worth. I mean, some people even do that with like limited edition Mountain Dews. Like, seriously? Like, if a summer flavor or whatever, a limited time flavor comes out, they will do something like that. And it's just like, seriously? But, oh, we got a clear now. So we got upgraded from a stop to a clear. I think we had to go through the control point in order to get a signal. I thought we were going to be waiting on another train, but it is single track territory coming up, so it would make sense that we would be. Interesting. But the only thing, though, about the PS5 that I'm kind of on the fence about is that there's two different versions. The PS5 Pro is a no disc drive version, which I don't want. I want the one that has the disc drive. Only because I prefer physical copies of games. Because what a lot of people don't know is, let's say you purchase like a movie off of like Amazon, or you purchase a game off of Steam, Blizzard, what's the other one? EA Launcher, whatever. You do not own those games. You own a license to those games. Same thing with like this version of TSW5. I don't own this game. I own a license to play this game through Steam. So if something ever happened to Steam, like Steam ended up shutting down or whatever, for whatever reason, I wouldn't have this game anymore. It'd be gone. All my progress and stuff, it would be gone. Now, you probably would still be able to play it if you had it installed in like everything in your library, as long as you don't like switch computers or something, or you just moved all the files to that new computer. But yes, you do not own these games, and a lot of people, I don't understand that. I don't understand why. So same thing like if you purchase like a song on Apple Music or whatever, and you download it to your device, you only own a license to that song. It's not like buying a physical CD. And I don't get how people don't understand that. You just own a license to be able to operate or to listen to it. You don't actually own the physical song itself. Or even same thing with like buying a movie off of Amazon, like Amazon Prime Video or whatever. You don't own the movie. If Prime Video shuts down, that movie's gone. Because I've had multiple movies. It was actually a like a Metra documentary on Amazon Video I purchased a couple years ago. It got taken off of Amazon Marketplace or Amazon Prime Video. I can't watch it anymore. And that is because it is a license. So once it gets taken down, it gets taken down. That's the same reason with like, if you purchase something on Steam and let's say the developer takes the game down, like that one zombie game that was like very highly rated, promised this year, and then it just became a total flop, why they give out refunds? Yeah, you can't buy the game anymore. If you have it, you can still play it, but you can't purchase it anymore, and you probably won't be able to transfer it to another computer. You might be able to, but if Steam doesn't a thing, then you won't be able to. So it looks like we actually got in early this time. Why is my... Oh, there we go. Like, why is it just a cab car? Where's the engine? So wait for a 1356. Oh, 30. So we're really early. We're really early at this one. So we got people stopped at that crossing over there. Rialto coming up. Now, one thing I don't know if you guys noticed, like I play a bunch of different simulator games on this channel, like all these different demos, like Supermarket Sim and all of that. And I am starting to notice a trend with simulator games popping up on Steam. So we had the successful Supermarket Simulator that we have played recently on the channel. We played a while back, and now I have noticed there is like 4, 5, or 6 other grocery store or like supermarket simulator type games out there as demos, and some are actually released as well. And I'm just like, so we all just like copying each other on games now. And now there's also like different types of shops. Like I just played one that is like an aquarium type retail store. There's like a florist, bunch of other games that we'll be seeing this week and next week as well. But it's just like starting to notice a trend. There's different variations. There's phone versions of it because of how successful it was. And same with like Recycling Center. We played my Recycling Center. There's another version of it now. Or not another version, but they've got DLCs coming out for it. There's another game that's called Recycling Center something. And there's a lot of Storage Wars games out there as well. But I love the competition about who has the better game. But it's also interesting to see how different they can make each game. I mean, it's all about the same thing. But if, like, let's say one dev just makes Storage Wars to where you're at the storage facility, you bid on it, and then you end up, keeping or selling the item from there. And then all of a sudden you're at the next storage facility doing the same thing. Versus Dev B actually has like a storyline to it. Like you go in, you buy your vehicle, you buy like a storage shed or whatever to keep all the stuff that you've purchased and want to keep, and then like all the stuff you want to sell, then you got to sell it yourself instead of just hitting a button at the unit. You actually have to go in, like take pictures of the items and stuff. I think that is a great way to see who can make like the best game. Obviously, we'll play them both. But if I like one more than the other, I'm going to pick the other one. That's just how it is. But it's crazy to see how you can have so many different variations of the same game. It really, really is. We got about 1.8 miles till our next station stop here. We should be getting pretty close to San Bernardino. At least I would think. I'm not a fan that it's been foggy this entire time, but I think this is our first time up to 70 miles an hour in this episode. We should be getting pretty close. At least I would think so. Alright, we got a bunch of switches here, another crossing. We're going to go ahead and protect here. Got 0.8 miles left to go till we reach our next station stop of Rialto. That gate did not come down. This is not a 79. That gate did not come down. Canadian National, where's your shunt software stuff? We got it. We don't have it working here. Yeah, I honestly think that restriction Canadian National has for Amtrak on this line, where they have to run 30 axles minimum, is a joke. Instead of like upgrading their, stuff. Oh, this is the station. Uh-oh. 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 Well, guys, we ran another one. Well, there's no point in stopping now. Objective failures. Stop at location. San Bernardino, track 2. Sorry to whoever's getting off there. We're not stopping there. Train became express. Train became express. I apologize. Oh, we are not. We're not. Yeah. I blame the fog, and I blame no training on this line. That's what I blame it on. That's exactly what I'm blaming it on, is the fog and no training. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. The shunting software for CN, I think, is an absolute joke, because when I first started taking that train, like, we would run an engine, a cafe car, and 3 coach cars. Ah, we got an advanced approach. So then it went to an engine, cafe, and then 4 coaches. So all in all, 5 cars with an engine, 6 cars with an engine. So you mean to tell me that back in the day we were running 79 with an engine and 3 cars, or an engine and 4 cars, and now all of a sudden we need to run 30 axles because you don't want to upgrade your software and stuff on your tracks, your crossing gates or whatever? Another reason I'm talking about this is because I saw an article that now they are imposing the same restrictions on a via rail corridor for their trains, that they have to run a minimum of 30 axles on their Siemens Venture sets, which those are train sets. I don't think they'll be able to do that unless they add some like an older buffer cars or something. But with it being a train set, I don't think they can add or remove cars. They will just have to add cars to the rear. Alright, there's an approach diverging. Or approach medium, whatever. So we're coming up on a 25 here. I am surprised that we did not stop at Rialto, whatever. I am so like, man. Looks like we got some BNSF SD40s here. This is the yard. For some reason I like vaguely remember this in TSC where we would be taking the Southwest Chief on the Cajon Pass. I like vaguely remember this. .312 Pomona to San Bernardino downtown. Let's go ahead and shut that window because we're gonna have to here anyway soon. I vaguely remember like a flyover like this. But yeah, it's just crazy. I know Union Pacific also requires it on their Missouri River Runner trains as well, that line. But it's just like, man, that's crazy that they're imposing all these different restrictions. They just want to kill off passenger rail. They don't want passenger rail on their corridors. That's the basic extent of it. Where's the tracks going? Okay, I can't see anything. The fog is way too thick. Fog is way too thick. Like I have a diverging approach limited. Coming up on a 25 here. We're going way too fast for this 25. We're on a 1.1% downgrade, so we're kind of probably put the dynamic on. Okay, that's not a crossing. And this is the platform. We're going to be late arriving here, but I'm surprised that we are because we missed that station. So that time from that station, it should be accredited into here. Okay, so this is where we started, and that's where we went. So this is also the Amtrak Southwest Chief Station as well, I believe. So unlock the right doors. Put you to off. Where's marker lights? I think that was actually over here. Yep, marker lights. We still got marker lights on the rear over there. So lock the doors. I've never had that before. Is that like a restricting? Oh, this isn't it. Oh, I thought this was the end. Oh. I thought this was San Bernardino downtown. Oh, so we're not done yet. Oh, there's a freighter. The Monin. Oh, they got a CSX Heritage unit on that thing. What? Look at that. Okay, cool. I was not expecting a Heritage unit today. Nice, 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 nice. Whew, I thought that was the end. I thought that was the actual, so this is a quiet zone. Okay, so we just got to sound the bell. No horn. Good thing I saw that sign. So I think the Amtraks go that way along with the freight trains. We go this way. Yeah, I thought that was the last station. I'm like, I'm getting ready to get off here. Apparently it's not. Apparently it is not. I'm just like, yep, ready to go. Turn on the marker lights, let's go. I guess we can keep the marker lights on. There's really no harm. I know some engineers ride with them on anyway, so I guess there's really no harm. On a 1.1% downgrade. I know it said it was 2 crossings, so we got past our 2. Now we start slowing down here. Proceed as signals indicate. So that's a definite restricting. Another crossing. We got about 470 yards to go. I was wondering, like, where do we set the train sets at? Because that's just like mainline running. You would think that they would have train sets out here. There it is. That one has no markers on or nothing. Shame that Adrian's the only one doing his job. We didn't even meet a Metrolink going towards LA. That's surprising. End of the line there at the buffer. Cut that out. You go back to idle. Full service. Put you at dim. HEP. Go back to local. Put it into isolate. Isolate. Take that reverser out. And what we'll do is we'll flip that generator field down so the train can't move. I was about to say, we locked the wrong doors. Are they locking? Okay, cool. Objective complete. All right, guys. Well, that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Hopefully, y'all enjoyed. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. I will catch you guys here on the next episode. There's going to be another video today. I'm going to try to do 2 videos a day this week. I'm hoping I'll be able to make that happen, but we shall see. All right, guys, let's go ahead and shut it down here. Hopefully you have a good one, good rest of your weekend, good start to your week, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care, everyone.